Hi friends, it's Saturday and I am between things getting ready to change into my grubbies and work in my garden, which is one of my favorite places. I have made many gardens and this one is my favorite so far. She and I have been making each other for, I guess, 14 years. So why I'm here, though, is not to talk about my garden per se. It is to talk about the joy circle and to further explain what it's for. Why am I doing this? Why am I creating a new kind of village? And why is it virtual? So the virtual part is an easy answer. My first idea was a women's circle in my home. My second idea was women's retreats, gathering somewhere. I've done both of these things and I love them. But there is a barrier. It's hard for people to travel, to meet for a retreat, carve out the time, pay for it, all that. It's hard for people to drive across town, ride their bike across town, walk down the block if it's that local. It's just logistics. So virtual is how it is. Just so you can be in a chair, on your couch, lying on the floor with your camera, with the faces of some other dear women. Easy answer. Why the joy circle? Okay, there's a connection between gardening, writing, which for me is poetry and fiction, but any kind of writing. You can just be making lists of what you're grateful for. But there's a connection between gardening and writing and gathering with people who are your tribe. Thoughtful, intelligent women who want to get beyond the surface. How you doing? There's nothing wrong with a lovely greeting from someone that you like in passing. I'm not criticizing. But all my life, I have longed for real connection. And I've built my friendships and my community around that. People that don't really want to move past small talk, they don't like me. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm not everybody's favorite flavor of tea. I'm a juicy peach. I will take that from Tracy Ellis Ross, who says, if you are a delicious, juicy peach, and people like delicious, juicy peaches, they like you. If they like grapes or apples or corn or steak, you're still a delicious, juicy peach. So, as I get older, I've realized that I need to accept that. So, what's the connection between gathering and having real talk and this thing that I call going slow, which I've done this morning since my yoga class? I ran a few errands, did all the house chores, and then I sat down for a while and read and thought and read some more and took some notes. I've got some notes right in front of me. And what is the thing that I feel is all connected? It is that as I have gone forward and realized that my desire to go slow and my blissful feeling when I'm in the garden and my full concentration and sense of flow when I'm writing are all of a piece. They are making me peak human. And I don't mean that like optimizing myself. I think that's a bunch of shit. don't think of optimizing yourself. I'm not. But there's a quote from Robin Wall Kimmerer in a book called Braiding Sweetgrass. And I have only delved into this book without actually absorbing all of it yet. It's that, there's a lot in there. And the quote is this: paying attention is a form of reciprocity with the living world, receiving the gifts with open eyes and open heart. And when I read that, I was thinking, I need an antidote to rushing around and accomplishment and getting stuck in survival mode and proving, and frankly, hypervigilance and dissociation and stepping over into awe, wonder, which comes from stillness, which arrives unexpectedly. And this all started making sense maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I didn't have any words for it. And since then, Women's Circle, the retreat in Tuscany, and now pulling this Joy Circle together, this women's salon, I feel like I have finally arrived in a place where I can say to the women who are attracted, this is what we'll be doing together. In the language of like neuroscience, we will slow down and go deeper and co-regulate. That's a real term. And be present in our bodies in real time. And while we will talk and share, there will also be somatic things. We'll work on breathing. We will move. It doesn't matter that we're not in the same place. We can still move together. I've pulled together 18 months of topics. I'm asking people to join for a minimum of 3 months. On the site it says dip your toe in. I want to do a minimum of a year. I think that as we get going and people are in it, that they'll want to continue. My heart longs for this. If you're still watching, I think you are too. So, share this with other women and get in touch. Set up a call. Let's explore if this is the right thing for you. The Joy Circle, a women's salon, a new kind of village. The link will be in the comments, and also a calendar link so you can set up time to talk without even going to the website if you don't want to. Quick, quick, quick. Because even though I want to go slow, sometimes we need to just get it done. I'll see you again.